I'm Ben, and this is Michelle, and we've been attending Highlands for 3 years.
It's funny because the growth that I've felt while attending Highlands is immeasurable to the kind of stagnant Christianity that I felt growing up. And we took notice of all of the free events and just the generosity of the church to the community. And I had never really seen that kind of community outreach from a church.
That's where we brought up the conversation that we really wanted to take the next step and become involved in the church and really develop our faith.
We decided to do session 101, and that's where you really learn a lot about the church and their ideals.
Tithing and serving and just getting you out of your comfort zone. You know, after we read all of these verses on tithing and what it was all about, what it actually meant, we finally made the decision to do it. And I remember the first time I tithed, I was sitting in my chair during the sermon, and of course they call the ushers up, and then I have my 10% ready, and I'm putting it in the envelope and putting my information down, and I remember just a overwhelming sense of peace come over me. And I think that was me putting God first. And now when I think back about all of the times that I worried about money, where I was going to get money for groceries, where was I going to get money for bills, that's just kind of gone away. And it's been almost a miracle to look at the bank account every day, add up my bills, add up our expenses, and still see that there's more than enough for us. It doesn't make sense, but that's how God works.
We kind of dwelled on what we learned in that class for about a month and decided to do 201. And in that, it opened us up to the idea of daily Bible study and fellowship with God and just your own personal worship to Him.
That really changed my life. I feel stress melting away every day that I put God first. It's just kind of taking the worries, my normal worries and fears out of my life.
I could take things to God before dealing with them myself. So it was like I was giving up that control that I tried to hold on to for so long to God. And about a month or two later, we decided to do session 301, and we really wanted to start serving time for God.
You know, I was probably like everyone else, you know, I don't have time. I've got 3 kids, a full-time job. I found that when I began serving and putting time into it, it felt like I was getting more time. And I think that was largely because putting God first in my life had made those really important things stand out, like family.
It's the biggest blessing that we've had in our lives.